What's up? Ian from Powerhouse Miniatures. How you doing? I'm back with some Nurgle Plague Bearers. So these are my Golden Demon 2016 Warhammer Fantasy Regiment, or Warhammer Regiment. I don't know if they called it the Age of Sigmar or whatever now. I don't really care either. So they've got loads of different conversions, loads of little bits, some sculpting, some little things that I'm going to try and zoom in on with my new HD camera, be able to find online. All sorts of pictures of it on my Facebook page, loads of nice pictures, and I've got some like HD ones and from all sorts of angles and shit like that. So I got a finalist pin for these, which is up here. So I was chuffed with that in total, because some years I you know, it's really cool. They used to give medals. I remember when I first started, I got a few of the medals, and now it's like a little pin. But I was still chuffed to get one, because the competition's amazing. Every time I go, people seem to up the game, and like the top guys are always there and always painting, like always fucking amazing. So always pleased to get into the finals. And then in the cabinets there was like only 7 or 8, I think, that got through. So after the 3 winners, I was in the top few. So I was really pleased with that. And on the flip side, a few that I entered that I was happier with than these didn't even make the finals. And then I've seen some other people's work as well that was fucking amazing, who didn't get into the finals at all. And then a few people that made the finals but we're expecting Daemons, which is crazy. Like, I don't know how you can... It's like Donald Trump waking up in the morning and thinking, I should be the leader of the free world. That's fucking bullshit, you idiot. How do you think that? You know what I mean? How have you got to that point? And there's a few people that have gone into Golden Demon thinking, oh, I might nick a demon, I might win one here. Like, how can you think that? Like, especially... I mean, some people definitely. There's a handful of people that should go in and definitely win, but not every time. Like, if you're David Soper or something, then absolutely, yeah. But there's only a few. And I've seen a few people that were, like, disappointed not to win Demons with their stuff. It's like, the problem isn't the competition. The problem is your expectation. The problem is with, like, how you think about things and who you are as a person, not necessarily like the thing. So there's my cynical rant for you today anyway. So altogether, I've done a few little techniques. Hopefully you can see there's little blood drops and things. I've done little, like, slimy drops that I'm going to zoom in on in a second. But altogether, I was fucking chuffed with myself there. And I'm not sorry about swearing on these things. So yeah, loads of different things. I did I forget what colour it was, from Vallejo Game Air as an undercoat. It was like a middle green, sort of like a goblin green, from Coat d'Arms, or the old Citadel paints from like 3rd edition when I first started. And then did a zenithal highlight, or like a selective highlight, from like 45 to a sort of 90 degrees above, with a I think it's Nurgling green, just the classic like Plague Bearer colour. And then across the arms I faded in Warlord pink, and then across, like, and obviously then darkened off the models around the bottom. Any areas of like rot or anything like that across the foot, just there, I did in Genestealer purple. And then across the wounds, I did Genestealer purple, and like on the inside, Genestealer purple and black, and again just purple there, to sort of make them look kind of rotten. I looked at some like guides online about how to do that, and then some of my research was on like actual necrosis in animals and in people, which is rank, and I didn't really enjoy that, if I'm honest. But yeah, some of it was really really useful for that sort of thing. So some of the things are sculpted, like little tentacles. So like this one's sculpted, the little tongue sculpted, the tentacles here on the sides all sculpted, and on the belly and the tongue, and then the little bits of shit that are sort of flicking out, all sculpted. And then I've got these little bits. I'm going to do a different tutorial on how I make the little slime drops, but I'll try and zoom in on them now so you can have a little look. So we've got just tiny little drops. Now this one's perfect, obviously, because it's a perfect sphere. Come out really well, just that one. And then in the stomach and on the face, it's a human hair. Or I've got a couple of dogs, so a dog hair, a very thin one from my little, I've got a little Jack Russell, and he's got black hair. So there's some more, you can see it just like, get my paintbrush again, so just sort of coming off the proboscis of this guy, and then some more coming off the tentacles and off the side, and then on this one, there's some bits like just there, as you can see. So they're looking really good, but there's a few that are like better than the others. So they say it was this one in particular that came out because it's like a perfect little sphere, which came out real nice. So there's human hair, and then Yoo-hoo glue, which creates like a circle, and then I left the ones clear, obviously, but on the proboscis of this guy, it was Nurgle's rot, and then I think that's it. So just really nice, like all together there. Really, really pleased with the way that the circles came out. So all in all, there was sculpting and a fair bit of like technical work that I did. And then just on the inside of this guy on the left, I used micro beads, and you could just see them on the inside of the mouth and on the bottom of the tentacle. And then again, inside his mouth, just going to have focus there. That's it, go back in. And then a few bits on the inside of this guy as well, where it's like little egg sacs and pustules and shit like that. And that idea, it's on the inside there, the little balls. I took that from David Soper, so if you watch, well, he's not watching, I know he's not, but cheers David. He won, I think, gold, and then the Slayer sword with one of his ones, so I love and hate that guy. Only hate out of jealousy though, it's nothing personal. So yeah, really, really cool. And then the little egg sac balls in particular, they're a really, really good idea. I'm not saying Nurgle's easy to paint, but it's a very strong theme. So it means that altogether, you can do certain things in the colour palette and with the like this faux realistic effect that you've got. They look really, really good. And it's a really solid sort of like, I'm not saying it's easy, nothing's easy, but it's a very recognisable, very, very classic theme. In all 40k, it's obviously very, very, it's, you know, it's real emblematic of Games Workshop. Nurgle's a real, it's just a really strong theme. You can do a load of different things that all tie in, and then together like this, like even though they're all relatively bright colours, you know, the rot and everything together, they look really, really good. In there, even if I say so myself. And then the little plinth as well. I'm really, really pleased with the way that came out. So yeah, I'm really happy to get the finalist for these. Not bothered about not winning, because obviously the other people would have been robbed if I'd have won. So not bothered about that. I come back every year stronger next year, or whenever they have the new Golden Demon, God knows when it'll be again. Then I'll come even stronger. We'll bring an even stronger game next time, and I might do something like this again because they're amazing. So they're on sale on eBay at the minute. I was charging about 200 quid, but obviously it's like a best offer. I know it's a lot, but it took me 2 or 3 days. So the question you've got to ask yourself is, would you work for less than £7 an hour or less than £6 an hour minimum wage? The answer would be, for the vast majority of people, would be no. And unfortunately, even though it's a job and a hobby and it's a passion first, I love the painting first, it is my full-time job, so I'm not going to take less than a certain amount for stuff, even if it seems high or whatever, for the amount of time and effort and bits and sculpting and everything, you know, it's the psychological thing more than anything. Then I want a certain amount for him. So you find all the pictures on my Facebook page. Like I said, there's some proper HD ones in there, and yeah, they're on sale on eBay, which is just all Powerhouse Miniatures. Bang me into Google and you'll find me there. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. Cheers for watching.